Yo, 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 what it do, man? It's your boy North End Floyd, man, and y'all already know what to do. Please like, please subscribe, please share the content. I appreciate y'all for rocking out with your boy, man. I thank y'all for, you know what I'm saying, interacting with your boy in the comments and showing love and subscribing. Make sure y'all hit that like button for sure, like I said. But man, this video we finna check out, like I say, man, people think the moon is a spaceship, man. People think that you know what I'm saying? It's alien technology that's checking us out, man. You know what I'm saying? And just waiting for a disaster that happened on Earth so they could show themselves so they can fly us away. I'm just telling you what I'm just telling you what I'm hearing. That's all, man. Don't kill me, you know what I'm saying? Take your own opinions and stuff like that. I ain't trying to persuade y'all, all right? This page ain't like that, you know what I'm saying? You just gather their own thoughts and opinions. But anyway, we finna check out this video and we finna see why do they think the moon is a spaceship. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to dive into this video. I ain't even gonna lie to you, so I ain't finna hold y'all no more. Let's check it out, man. Let's see what they talking about, why they think the moon is a spaceship. All right, let's go.
Imagine for a moment, you're an alien. You know all about human beings, given that you're comfortably more advanced than they are, and so you're scouring the solar system in search of an optimum base from which to observe and/or control them. Landing
Damn.
direct on Earth itself is probably a little too risky. So, where's the next best thing? It's, of course, the moon that we're getting at. But the strange thing is that, according to one alternate theory, this isn't an imaginary setup. It's what's really happening. And not only is the moon an alien base, it's an alien spaceship, too. This is Unveiled.
Like I
And
said,
today we're exploring the extraordinary question that the moon is an alien spaceship. Do you
hey,
need
this
the
gonna be
big
dope right here,
questions
y'all.
answered? Are you constantly curious? Then why not subscribe to Unveiled for more clips like
Subscribe
this
to their
one,
channel,
and
show
ring the
love.
bell for more thought-provoking content. The moon has always fascinated us. Civilizations have looked upon it for thousands of years, wondering what it could be and what power it might hold. It's at the center of countless myths, legends, and even whole religions. There are ideas that the moon can alter our moods and behaviors, some grounded
Yep.
in genuine science and some not so much. While the classic children's quip that the moon might be made of cheese has never really gone away. Unfortunately for all you cheddar and
Come
Eda
on, man.
fans, we know that last one definitely isn't true. But still, not all bizarre moon theories have been passed down and variously added to through ancient history. As recently as 2016, a new theory popped up when a small number of people predicted that the moon would soon turn neon green due to the alignment of the planets at that particular time. But 6 years later, and that never came to pass either. Perhaps one of the most well-known strange moon theories
That's a
out
great pick
there,
of the moon.
though, is the hollow moon theory. As the name
Yes.
implies, it posits that our moon is actually a shell and that it's empty inside. It isn't a completely unique or novel idea either. The same has been said about the Earth, with a mistaken belief that
True.
can be traced back to the famed astronomer
Yeah.
Edmund Halley.
That motherfucker
Leonardo
look
da
grumpy.
Vinci seems to have encrypted the Great
Grumpy looking
Pyramid
ass
of
motherfucker.
Giza into the Vitruvian Man, along with an
In 1692,
Look, dude just look grumpy, man. Dude just looked like he was just mad at life, man. God dang, bro. Just look at the homie. Damn, bro. Life was that bad? Jeez.
Halley allegedly proposed that the Earth was made up of a series of alternating round shells, with the space in between these shells possibly harboring their own atmosphere and life forms. The modern variations of Hollow Earth include that there could be just one large and unbroken cavity down there, housing everything from giants to notorious criminals to, yes, ultra-advanced aliens or
Criminals.
lizard people. But back to the moon.
What movie
And
is
the
that?
idea that it could be hollow was first made famous by the author H.G. Wells in his early 1900s novel, The First Men in the Moon. As with many other
Man, I might have to read
sci-fi
that.
concepts, however, the hollow moon idea gained traction in real-world science too, and then in conspiracy theory. It wasn't long before the theory was advanced into something else, an idea that has come to be known as the spaceship moon hypothesis. And, in fact, another influential science fiction writer, Isaac Asimov, had some role to play in the formation of this idea. It's said that Asimov, like others before him, had mused over the bizarre improbability that the sun and the moon, despite the huge differences between them, should appear roughly the same size in our sky. And this, then, became a major piece of evidence for those who would ultimately claim that the moon was artificial, made by hand, although not by human hand. Asimov wasn't the only one indirectly fueling the conspiracy either in those early days. More apparent evidence was provided by none other than NASA, although not deliberately. Between 1969 and 1972, the Apollo astronauts that walked the moon installed seismometers there to measure any potential moonquakes. Upon recording moonquakes, though, NASA was met with the curious observation that the moon was at times ringing like a bell. Waves of
we
energy
didn't heard that.
reverberated through the moon during a moonquake, quite differently to how they do on Earth during an earthquake, with the leading scientific explanation being that this was due to the comparative dryness of lunar rock. The idea being that on Earth, water acts as a shock absorber during earthquakes, so quake measurements don't come out in the same way. But nevertheless, alternate theorists took the moon's ringing as more proof of its actual artificial nature, and furthermore, of it having a hollowed-out core as well. But perhaps the most infamous claim of all emerged at around the same time, in the 1970s again, when two Soviet scientists published a study directly suggesting that the moon was actually the creation of alien beings. A paper titled "Is the Moon the Creation of Alien Intelligence?" caused a reasonable stir, claiming, amongst other things, that the moon may have been towed into place in the distant past via a comet, or that it might have actually been built in situ, i.e., in orbit. It has since been argued that the whole episode may have merely been an unusual Cold War attempt by the USSR to undermine and bemuse America. And even the authors behind it have since reportedly admitted that their paper may have been closer to fantasy than fact. But nevertheless,
You never know.
why have people been so prone to rethinking the moon quite so extremely? And especially in the last century or so. The fact that the moon's exact positioning is so essential to how our planet works is perhaps one reason that some are suspicious. What are the chances of it just naturally ending up that way, they ask. And even mainstream science will admit that, really, to have such a perfect balance of conditions here on Earth does appear to be extremely unlikely.
Yeah, this is
Proponents
crazy.
of a hollow moon variously argue that eclipses are also far too coincidental, and that there must be some artificial driver or pilot in play to make them possible. Next question then, if that idea is correct,
Cuz just chilling
what are
on the
these
block.
pilots doing now, strapped into their moon-sized spaceship,
got left.
watching our world while almost all of us are totally oblivious to their existence? What are they up to? If they are there, then they've sure been there for a long time. They've yet to really put a foot wrong, too. Besides some inconsistent reports of things like strange lights or markings on the ground allegedly made by some of the Apollo astronauts, and apart from the odd, possibly linked conspiracy theory, such as the Black Knight satellite, there's nothing officially on record to even hint at the moon being anything other than what mainstream science has shown it to be: a large, natural, rocky, and solid satellite to our planet.
That's what NASA showed us to be. We don't know. We don't know what's on the other side of the moon. We don't know what's on the dark side of the moon. All right. So it's just we get our opinions from what NASA tells us, and we're skeptical of NASA. So that's why we come up with all these theories and these conclusions to stuff like that. Is because we know that the government hides shit from us for sure.
Planet. Still, the fact that science is not yet totally sure on exactly how or when the moon formed is perhaps another reason why alternate moon theories continually appear. The most credible moon formation theory to date is known as the giant impact hypothesis, stating that the moon most likely came about as a byproduct after another ancient and now long gone planet crashed into Earth. Giant impact is today considered a strong theory, but it isn't watertight.
I don't believe that
The
theory.
moon's craters are a problem for some too. There's some argument that they're flatter than they should be, and that they don't penetrate far enough into the moon's surface to meet expectations. As such, some think that there's an interior
Like a peach.
protective plate or metal shell just beneath the surface, an artificial structure keeping asteroids from properly breaking through. The exact origin of the general hollow moon idea is difficult to trace, but there are occurrences of it in various more localized myths and legends, such as from the Zulu people and other groups in southern Africa, and long before the likes of H.G. Wells, Asimov, the Apollo missions, or the Soviet Union's alien intelligence paper. In some versions of the legend, a hollow moon really was brought to Earth, rather than a regular moon just so happening to form there. And before the moon, Earth had been an entirely seasonless place, playing host to a thick and stagnant atmosphere, until after the moon's arrival, the rains came and the floods. Since then, according to some beliefs, it has been as though the moon is watching over humanity, bringing us full circle to the general state of wonder that the moon can elicit from within us. And so, in today's world, versions of the belief still remain, and not only within small groups or as callbacks to an ancient time. It's science fiction for most, but some have faith that a hollow moon and even a spaceship moon is possible. What's your verdict? Be sure to check out the many other videos on our channel, most of which take the more accepted scientific line.
All right, so what y'all think, man? Do y'all think the moon is hollow? Do y'all think the moon is a spaceship? Do y'all think that advanced alien type 2, 3, 4 civilization brought the moon over here to help create life and to spy on us and do all those things? You know what I'm saying? I don't think all those ideas are far fetched. You know what I'm saying? But tell me what y'all think in the comments below. Man, please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button, man. But until then, man, I hope y'all have a blessed day. I hope y'all continue going out there and chasing y'all goals, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to see y'all later. 100.